In an old wooden farmhouse that stood at the edge of a quiet town, a small family of mice had made their home beneath the creaking floorboards. Life there was never peaceful. Every shadow, every sound, every creak of the floor made their tiny hearts race. The reason was simple. In that same house lived a cat, a large, silent, and deadly hunter named Misty. Her fur was black as midnight, and her eyes glowed like two golden lanterns in the dark. Whenever she walked, the house seemed to hold its breath. The mice had lived in fear for so long that they had almost forgotten what peace felt like. They only came out at night, creeping quietly to find crumbs and bits of food, always listening for the soft sound of paws behind them. Many of their friends had already been caught. They knew that sooner or later one of them would be next. One cold evening, when the wind was howling through the old windows, the mice gathered together in their secret hiding place behind the kitchen wall. It was time to make a plan. Grandpa Max, the oldest and wisest of them, stood on a small piece of wood that served as a table. His voice was calm but tired. "My friends," he said, "we can't live in fear forever. Misty hunts us one by one, and if we don't do something soon, we'll all be gone. We must find a way to stop her." For a moment there was silence. The only sound was the cold wind outside. Then a small voice broke through the quiet. It was Tommy, the youngest mouse in the group, small, curious, and full of ideas. "I have a plan," he said, his eyes wide with excitement. "What if we hang a small bell around Misty's neck? Whenever she moves, we'll hear it ring. We'll know she's coming, and we can hide before she even sees us." The room filled with gasps of surprise. Then came the sound of cheering. "That's genius," one mouse shouted. "We'll finally be safe," said another. For the first time in months, the mice laughed. They imagined a life without fear. A life where they could play, talk, and move freely. Hope returned to their hearts. But then Grandpa Max raised his paw and spoke again, his voice quiet but firm. "That's a clever idea, Tommy. But tell me, who will put the bell on the cat?" The cheers faded instantly. Silence returned. Every mouse looked at another, waiting for someone brave enough to answer. But no one did. Tommy looked down at the floor. His ears drooped. He realized the truth. Ideas are easy, but courage is hard. No one volunteered that night. And so the meeting ended with no plan, no hero, and no bell. The mice returned to their holes, and life went on as before. Days passed. Misty still prowled the halls, quiet and dangerous, while the mice continued to hide. Sometimes, Tommy would sit beside Grandpa Max and whisper, "Do you think someone will ever hang the bell, Grandpa?" The old mouse would smile sadly and reply, "Maybe one day, Tommy. But remember, it's not the plan that saves us. It's the one brave heart that dares to act." That night, the farmhouse was silent again. The mice slept with dreams of courage, and Misty continued her silent watch. Moral of the story: it's easy to make plans that sound perfect, but true courage begins only when someone dares to take the first step.